Have you ever wondered what could be powerful enough to send shockwaves through the entire planet? Imagine a volcanic eruption so massive that it could change the very climate of Earth, affecting life on the planet for centuries. Well, that's exactly what happened around 640,000 years ago in Yellowstone. The super-eruption of Yellowstone, one of the most catastrophic volcanic events in Earth's history, altered the climate in ways that are still felt today. You might think of Yellowstone as just a beautiful park filled with geysers and hot springs. But beneath that scenic landscape lies a volatile force of nature. The Yellowstone supervolcano, as it's known, has erupted several times in the distant past, with its last catastrophic eruption leaving a lasting imprint on Earth's climate. To understand how this eruption impacted our planet, let's first take a closer look at what happened when this volcano blew its top. This wasn't just any eruption, it was an event so colossal that it released thousands of cubic kilometers of volcanic ash, gas, and molten rock into the atmosphere. But what does that actually mean for Earth? Picture this: Yellowstone's super-eruption released more than 1,000 times the amount of material than the eruption of Mount St. Helens in 1980. To put that in perspective, Mount St. Helens released about 1 cubic kilometer of material. Yellowstone's eruption sent over 1,000 cubic kilometers into the atmosphere. That's an amount so vast that it could bury the entire state of Texas under more than 10 feet of volcanic debris. But the most concerning part of such a massive eruption is what happens after the ash and gases are released into the atmosphere. The immediate effects are devastating for life around the volcano. For instance, the ash would have covered vast areas, choking plants and animals, and disrupting ecosystems. However, it's the long-term climate effects that truly make this eruption stand out in Earth's history. The most profound effect of Yellowstone's eruption was on Earth's climate. When volcanoes erupt, they release gases like sulfur dioxide and carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. These gases, especially sulfur dioxide, combine with water vapor to form sulfuric acid aerosols. These aerosols reflect sunlight away from the Earth, leading to a significant drop in global temperatures. This is known as volcanic winter. The Yellowstone super-eruption caused temperatures to plummet across the globe. In some regions, temperatures may have dropped by as much as 3 to 5 degrees Celsius, 5 to 9 degrees Fahrenheit. That might not sound like much, but these temperature drops were enough to disrupt agriculture, shorten growing seasons, and create conditions that made it difficult for many species to survive. In fact, some researchers believe that this volcanic winter could have contributed to the extinction of several species of plants and animals at the time. Life on Earth had to adapt quickly to a colder, darker environment. Entire ecosystems were altered, and the impact on human ancestors was likely profound, even if they didn't exist yet. After the eruption, the cooling effect didn't just last for a few weeks. The Earth's climate was influenced for years, perhaps even decades. This prolonged cold period, coupled with the darkness from the ash clouds, led to widespread crop failures. This wasn't a brief event. It was an ongoing struggle for survival for any species relying on the planet's ability to sustain life. The ash from the eruption, along with the volcanic gases, would have caused major disruptions in weather patterns. Rainfall would have been affected, with some regions experiencing severe droughts, while others were flooded with intense storms. This unpredictable and harsh environment would have made survival even harder for any species trying to navigate the aftermath of such a catastrophic event. But how did life on Earth recover from such a disaster? Surprisingly, many species found a way to adapt and survive. Over time, ecosystems began to rebuild themselves, but it took thousands of years for Earth's climate to return to normal. The recovery process was slow and required the planet to find a new balance. Fast forward to today, and Yellowstone is still an active supervolcano. But don't worry, it's not about to erupt anytime soon. Scientists carefully monitor the area, studying the geothermal activity that continues beneath the surface. Yellowstone remains an awe-inspiring reminder of the power of nature. Even if it's currently a peaceful and picturesque destination, the ground beneath Yellowstone is still moving, with geysers like Old Faithful offering a glimpse into the geothermal forces at work deep below. However, this park's serene appearance hides a potent reminder of what could happen if the supervolcano were to erupt again. While experts continue to track the activity and predict the likelihood of an eruption, we're still left wondering, could it happen again in our lifetime? The truth is, no one really knows. Yellowstone, the super-eruption, offers more than just a look back at Earth's tumultuous past. It offers us valuable lessons for the future. While scientists can't predict when or if Yellowstone will erupt again, understanding the global impacts of such an event can help us prepare for the future. For instance, supervolcano eruptions like Yellowstone's could cause massive disruptions to the climate. This could lead to crop failures, famine, and even the disruption of global trade. It's an event that could bring humanity face to face with challenges unlike any we've faced before. That's why scientists are constantly studying volcanoes, not just at Yellowstone, but around the world. Understanding volcanic activity, both present and past, can help us prepare for future scenarios where such eruptions might influence our climate. It can also guide us in developing more resilient agricultural systems, technologies to cope with global cooling, and plans for dealing with potential environmental stress. Yellowstone's ancient super-eruption reminds us of just how dynamic and unpredictable Earth can be. It's a reminder that our planet has witnessed incredible events that have shaped the course of life, and that the forces beneath the surface are still very much active today. While we can't predict when the next eruption will occur, we can learn from the past to better understand our planet's ever-changing nature. So the next time you visit Yellowstone, take a moment to imagine the incredible power beneath your feet. Imagine the forces that shaped the Earth's climate and life itself. The Yellowstone super-eruption is a story of devastation, survival, and recovery, one that reminds us of the fragile balance we live in and the ever-changing nature of the world we call home. As we continue to explore and understand these natural wonders, one thing is clear: Earth is constantly evolving, and we're just along for the ride. Whether it's a super-eruption, a massive asteroid, or something entirely unexpected, nature always finds a way to surprise us. The only question is, how will we respond when the next big event comes? Stay curious, keep exploring, and never stop wondering, because Earth's story is far from over.